We're live.
Alrighty, let me just double check, just because I want to be sure. First, on the tangent, that we have more technical difficulties.
Fair enough.
Come on, you, catch up with me. I know my internet's slow, but it's not that bad. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rolls to Astonish. I am your host and one of your co-DMs for this session, Haley. And joining us tonight is our other co-DM, Evan.
Hi, it's me, Evan. You may know me from such productions as Hot Blooded Assault. Or no, shit, Hot Blooded Heroes, fucking Operation Hot Blood.
And also joining us tonight, we have the creator of the World's Mist system that we are using tonight for our cold-blooded assault, Cody.
I am so excited. Hi, everybody.
I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, he's finally a player instead of a DM. Yay. And also joining us tonight is Dan.
Last again.
Well, I mean, Zach isn't
so
here. So
jealous. I mean, you're competing. You're competing with game masters and like the creator of the game. So it makes a
Yes.
little bit of sense. It makes a little bit of sense.
But even if Zach was here.
Well, before we get any further into this argument, do we all want to introduce the characters that we're playing as? Well, except Cody, because his hasn't been introduced yet. Technically speaking.
We'll give the reins over to Dan.
Yeah,
That's
Dan,
fair.
you go first.
I
with the
asked
characters.
for that. I am playing Dark Edge.
Alright.
What does your character look like? Because you didn't really go over that in the last game that I listened to. Like, what does he really look like?
Oh, now I have to find it again. See what you're doing to me. There it is.
Which chat are you going to be putting it in?
Well, it was on the Roll20 for a second there.
Oh.
I'll just toss it up in the top left corner.
Oh,
there he
I
is.
should maybe get on that.
As I say, yeah, make a token. So he is an elven bard that's pale as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They don't call him Dark Edge for nothing.
Yeah. Dark
lots
and
of
edgy.
leather, lots of straps.
Because you can't be an edgelord without all them straps.
And all that
Yep.
leather.
All the unnecessary belts.
Okay. And moving on to the next edgelord, now that we know what Dark Edge looks like. We also have me, where I am playing my... Well, I guess she's a sweetly sour edgelord at this point, but Lily, who is... She looks like a typical witch, you know, long, like, golden blonde hair, a nice blue dress that... Well, now it's not so nice considering it's got bloodstains on it, but... You know, she's not complaining. But while she looks like a normal witch on the outside, as everybody found out last session, she is not entirely witch. She's... Part of her is obviously vampire, because one, she's got red eyes, and two, she's making people implode from the inside out left and right.
Yep. And then, of course, we have the power game to fuck 20-foot tall gorilla, Peanut.
And of course, the only player we are missing tonight is Zach, who is playing our little kid Oz. But we are not able to get in touch with him, so he's going to have to miss out tonight, unfortunately.
Yep. And
but he'll catch up with us next time.
Before we get into the combat that we left off last time, I'd like to say that we now have a definite location of the edgelord party here on the map. It's right between the Demon Hell lands and Beast Mech lands.
Indeed we do.
It's down at the dojo where you have the big E signifying edge.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that would be the southwestern corner.
Yep, just above the ordinary towns?
Question mark?
That's why he said it as a question.
Yep. Now, moving back over here,
Whee!
you will have to set up your health bars on your tokens again because I believe they were accidentally deleted.
No worries.
Are you guys in the Operation Hot Blood?
Yes.
You
Yes,
are?
we are.
Okay.
It's a
Oh,
good thing I
hang
came
on.
through and updated all these.
Yeah, good thing I kept track on my sheet, otherwise I'd be lost as fuck.
Yeah,
And
I'm
what
real
the
glad
hell?
I didn't
There we
instead
go.
have to
I'll use the red
approximate.
one to keep track of my blood points, because that would make sense. There we go.
Yeah, it sure would suck if somebody forgot to write it on their sheet because they had it on their token.
Evan.
I approximated about 50 health left, or 53.
I was about to say, everybody should have been basically down at half health, and then Oz did give us back some with the refresh. Which I know he said for me was like 30 something, so it's whatever half your health is plus 30. We'll
Alright.
assume that. So that's what I assumed, and actually I should be higher then. It's 40, 50, 60. Yeah, I should be at 70 then. Okay, there we go. Now I'm good. But yeah, this is for future reference, folks. If you ever try to run these games with all these finicky tokens, keep track of your health and everything else from your last session on your sheet. Otherwise, you could really fuck yourself up.
Yep.
So speaking of finicky tokens and stuff,
Yes.
I am trying to get to the token menu to find myself one. And I am technologically challenged, so I'm having a hard time doing it.
Um,
I was about to say, it
if
should be under the library.
I can also grab you like a temporary token for right now, and then
Okay.
between sessions I'll have you just send me a picture and I'll turn it into a token.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright, let me. Sorry, I'm trying to find one that makes me think of your character. In here,
It's hard.
here you go.
I was about to say, the only thing I was about to say, we could just find Pegasus and pull him up. What the hell is
that
that?
would be too much perfect.
Generic nobleman #1.
You know what? I think that'll serve the purpose for tonight, at least. Just for tonight. We'll figure out specifically him later. And I'm liking all these little tokens, Evan. Where'd you find them?
Oh, they are from 2 Minute Tabletop. I
Oh,
guess I'm
they're so
gonna toss that in the description whenever I can.
yeah, that's so
Because
cute. They're adorable.
honestly, like they're great. Check them out. Anybody who might be watching this.
I'm going to check them out because
Hashtag
they
not
look
sponsored.
adorable.
Definitely not sponsored, but I am in the guy's Discord. He's really cool.
It's so cute. They're adorable. Uh,
So where we left off last time, you just finished your fight, and you know, just started up your team with Oz when an explosion rocked the dojo, and this group of people came in, and they're all humans, all clad in light mech armor, except for this one in the back. So they're all kind of wearing these frames that have like this light rigging to it, a bit like if you've ever seen the movie Edge of Tomorrow. All
that
right, bad
sounds
example.
familiar, but I am blanking right now.
All right, bad
I have
example.
not seen it.
It's just kind of like a light exoskeleton meant for combat or loading. Except for this one in the middle who has a much heavier frame, something like
Ooh.
very industrial looking. It's a medium mech armor. These four guys in the front are wielding what looks almost like a combination between a giant hammer and a cannon,
Uh-oh.
whereas these right here in the red cloaks have essentially a trident, but with a machine gun at the top, one on each of the pikes, like sticks.
That's terrifying. I'm not sure about the tridents, but the cannon hammer combo makes me think of freaking Reinhardt from Overwatch.
Yep.
Makes me think of oh shoot, what's her name? Ruby.
Oh lord, that's
Uh,
even more terrifying.
And
yeah,
Nora.
these guys in the back have
Nora. Yeah.
what do you call it? Pistols, but with these long daggers attached to the front of them as bayonets. Each of them is wielding two.
Well, these guys are a bunch of fuckboys.
Yep.
Range fuckboys at that. I can take care of them.
These guys sound well. Actually, like I mean, these guys sound like they're pretty well equipped. They actually sound pretty dangerous.
They do have like at least like the most of the guys. They look like at most like pretty above average in strength, but otherwise pretty average people. Except for the boss, who looks much more physically capable than the rest of them, as he's kind of trotting up towards the front in his heavy mech armor or medium mech armor.
Clang, clang, clang,
Clang,
clang.
So, is there anything anybody will say to him?
Well, you chose a perfect time to show up.
Just get out of my way. I don't know why that fucking came out of my mouth. I don't know what I was going. Just get out of my way. Fuck it, we're sticking with it.
And why would we do that?
I ain't got any problem with you. I don't want to hurt you. I just want him. And he's pointing back towards the samurai who's standing behind you all.
The Oni?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, if you got a problem with him, you got a problem with us, I'm afraid.
Okay, if I introduce my character now.
Oh, yep, go ahead.
All right. So you guys hear like this humming as like this flamboyant guy is kind of singing this tune. It's like, oh, I'm coming to eat you alive. Hoo hoo, I'm coming to eat you alive. Hee hee. And you look and
What?
you see this like pretty skinny guy. Pretty skinny tall guy with just like chalk white skin. He's got long lacquered red like claws for nails. He's dressed in kind of like a Victorian era suit with a top hat. He's got a cane and a monocle. And like as he's like high knees skipping along, his bunny tail sticking out behind. You can see, like, as he's singing, like, each and every single one of his teeth is a sharpened fang.
All I can
He
think of
comes
is
in.
that you're just. Okay, you go ahead and finish. I'll see my comment for later.
So, yeah, he high knees it in, looks around, sees all of the people that you guys have, like, smashed to bits and, like, killed. He's like, oh no, bodies gore everywhere. I missed it, and he just drops to his guards like, I'm late.
Everybody's just looking at you, like not entirely sure what to do about you.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna make this comment now. Your character, now that you describe him, sounds like Black Hat and freaking Alistair from
Heavily
Hazbin Hotel came together, made a child, punt the child down the road, and that's you.
Not far off the mark.
Because you're dressed dapper like Black Hat. You got physical features like Alistair, down to the animal like tail. That's just the only
Not
thing that comes
far
to mind.
off. You're not far off, and yeah, his name is his name
His
is
name is
Alistair.
Alistair.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. No, I was in a
Radio
has
Day
been
Men.
hotel mood when I
Anyway.
made this character. Um, yeah. So he's just he's weeping that he missed out on the killing right now.
You know, if you're that upset, you can help us kill the rest of this lot if you're interested.
Really? And he just like immediately like snaps up and just like, oh, they're not all dead yet?
No, in fact, these fuckers just came walking up trying to ruin our fun.
Oh,
You can kind of
perfect.
see him
Because they
starting
haven't
to
killed
back
anyone in
away.
like 3 days, and I was really looking forward to it.
That sounds like a personal problem, but sure, have at it.
You going to help me? Are we going to be killing buddies?
If you want, I suppose that wouldn't be a problem. As as he would probably notice that she's got blood magic slowly surging up her arm. I'd be delighted to.
Perfect. And who else are we working with? Ooh, a giant monkey.
Ape, ape.
You are adorable. As he just like walks up and just like puts a lacquered nail on Peanut, like, you just so big and strong.
Easy there, easy there. You don't want to tease her.
Oh, I'm not teasing her. I mean every single word. She is just precious. And you, good sir, he comes up like, do you think you could play us some good tunes while we're out about murdering?
Imagine Dark Edge is just resisting the urge to stab him.
Basically.
Well, all right. Is this some joke to you?
Joke? No, I'm dead serious about making you dead for real.
You know, enough out of him. Come on, boys. And cue the music.
Alright, give me 1 second. I had to copy paste something else real quick because my thing was looking weird.
And what is everybody's speeds here?
1 moment. There we go. Should work. There we go. Haha.
Oh boy. Jesus
That worked
Christ.
perfectly. Yes. I basically looked up edgelord playlist and this is what it gave me. So we're rolling with it.
I mean, fair enough.
But okay, yeah, let's everybody write down your speeds in chat so that way Evan can keep track. Oh my lord, I forget that Dark Edge is so slow.
Don't worry.
Doesn't have to be fast.
I got you, brother.
I was gonna say, then we got Peanut.
Dark Edge doesn't have to be fast. He's got other things going for him.
Alright, in that case, up first will be Alistair.
Alright. Oh.
Although I do want to mention, we should probably change to something that will not get this video delisted.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll look up something else. See if I can find. Okay, I need to find another playlist. Give me 1 moment.
Gotcha. And in the meantime... Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I was about to say, you're going to need to just clear the queue. Just clear the queue.
Alright, so...
So,
Here, we'll just do this one for right now.
Alistair.
Until I can find something better. This is instrumental, so we're good. It's from video games, so you can't really blacklist it. Otherwise, you blacklist the game.
Alright, so go ahead, Alistair.
So he touches his heart with one of his nails, and like at first you think he's pulling out like a handkerchief of this golden energy, but he like flips it and it's like a little miniature Alistair, and it's like, you've still got good in you, and then he taps it and it explodes into 5 balls, and then you see underneath of him his shadow spreads out, and like these 5 wolf heads rise up. Each one eats one of the balls and then just like sinks back into his shadow, and like suddenly it just like looks blacker. So he cast he cast Wisp and Dark Strike, and then he is. So I didn't the character sheet, but he's got preparation action.
Yep.
So he's going to use his movement, swap that out for passive action in order to prep a counter.
All right. Up next then will be Lily.
Okay, give me just a moment. So, this is going to be interesting because I have a bit of setup to do since everything basically got reset. Okay, so first and foremost, this is just going to be my preparation stage pretty much, which prep I get 2 passive actions, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm just double checking what my VP is real quick. Yeah, I got enough. This is going to be interesting, but I got enough. So I'm going to go ahead and this is going to use what? Yeah, well, this is going to use the rest of my blood points, but Blood Force Strike to amp up my attacks. And going to go ahead and spend 8 myth and also bring up Dark Mantle. So I got my protection score boosted and got my damage boosted.
Alright.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
And is that it for your turn?
And that's going to be it, considering I can't do anything else, I think, other than those 2 passive actions.
You see the boss reach up into the air, and it's kind of like slowly forming out of his hands as one of the spears that one of the tridents guys have. And he flips it back in his hand, aims it up with his thumb, and tosses it like a javelin towards Peanut. The biggest target seen.
I mean, if you're going to throw something at somebody, you might as well go for the biggest target.
Alright. Believe it or not, that probably is going to hit.
Depending on how well Peanut rolls.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Peanut manages to dodge out of the way. And you see the spear stick into the ground before disappearing from it and reappearing back into the hands of the leader.
Well, he's got infinite fuck sticks. That works.
Up next then.
That is a limber monkey, let me tell you. He's well trained, well trained.
Dark Edge, don't... Dark Edge, please turn your knife away from him and stab one of the others. Actually, if you could...
Dark Edge would never stab me. We're best buddies. Right.
Are you there then?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just doing
He's
this.
contemplating.
All friendlies within that zone are going to recover 1d12 health and myth every turn.
Yay!
Nice.
That actually helps immensely, thank you!
I am, now that I'm not fighting against you guys, I am using my bard powers to actually be a bard.
Yay!
That is really going to be very useful later on. Like not just this fight, but like forever.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And that's my turn. It's a complete action.
Oh, gotcha.
What's up?
Up next, first the hammer guys are going to
Oh,
charge
Lord.
forward. Let me move them into position.
Eep! No. Hey, don't touch me here. This is my no-no square.
And so
This is my no-no square!
2 of those are going to go against Lily, 1 against Alistair, 1 against Peanut.
This is my no square. This is molestation.
So we'll start off with Allison.
What does his attack look like visually?
Visually, it's just a pretty standard attack, but as the hammer's coming down, he is pulling on the trigger of the gun attached to it. So it is a multi-weapon attack.
Oh lord.
Alright. So Alistair just kind of like has his hands folded behind him, just like smirks up at him. You see the shadow underneath of him rises up and creates a mirror, and he sees a reflection of himself as he's coming down with that hammer. So it's gonna be.
Oh, sorry, that should be a +5, not a +9. I was looking at the wrong sheet.
So instead of a 27, that is
23.
a 23, yeah. Sorry, my mental math derped for a minute.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, so that definitely hits. Or, well, that definitely does not hit.
Blocks. So he hits himself.
Alright, let me see, that's...
Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
He gets, honestly, pretty rocked by this. He's not down, but he has been substantially hurt by his own attack as he comes down with his two-handed hammer. It explodes on impact against himself, and he kind of slides back a little bit.
Somebody tripped.
Yep. Up next will be against Lily.
This is gonna hurt. One of those is gonna hurt. Oh, thank God.
Neither of those are going to hit.
Oh, thank God.
Yep, so you
I was gonna say, I
managed
just
it.
had to roll the second one in case I rolled it at one, in which case that would have sucked.
So you managed to dodge both of those.
Yeah, I just imagine, like, she's watching these two come up and try to swing at her, and she's just like, oh, that's cute, I guess. Nope, stranger danger. She flaunts her giant rose and just kind of displays it as this magical shield pops up from it seems, and just blocks the two attacks. Pretty much bouncing them off the magic shield.
And this one
Too
is
cute.
against Peanut, who's going to attempt to block.
Whether she blocks or not, it's not going to matter. She's probably going to eat him next turn.
Yeah, but
Let's be honest.
yeah, fair.
It's a stupid choice to run up to Peanut when you realize what she can do.
He brings it down, and Peanut just kind of catches the head of the hammer as it just explodes into her palm, and the hammer guy lets out like, yeah,
Eep.
eep. And so there's gonna be some of the spear people are moving up, and they're gonna go 2 on Dark Edge, 1 on Alistair, throwing their spears at him.
We starting with Dark Edge or starting with Alistair?
Gonna start with Alistair. I meant to say Dark Edge, but we're gonna start with Alistair.
Either way.
Oh, yep. Do we have forgot about the music for a second. I had Alexa muted there while she was lagging.
You're good, you're good.
Okay. It's 23 to hit.
Yep.
No, whatever shall I do? Alright. Is this the javelin guys?
Yep.
So, just So his shadow rears up and takes the shape of like this demonic claw and just blocks the attack.
And you can see as it gets batted to the side, much like the main guy, the spears reappear into their hands. And now against Dark Edge, 20 and a 26 to hit.
Okay. Oops. Let's roll a d20 instead of a d6.
Alright, first one misses. Second one, however, hits. So that is 22 damage twice. As this spear is being launched towards you, it is firing at you with a couple little machine gun tips, and then it impacts into you and teleports back into the spear thrower's hand.
Okay.
Alright, and then lastly we've got Mr. Knives, I guess. They are going to advance in, and they are going to take a shot. This one's going to take a shot at Alistair with his pistols.
I'm gonna go ahead and block that.
That is successfully blocked. And then
So like,
oh, good.
oh, never mind.
That's good.
Okay, all right. So my shadow turns into like this giant bunny maw that just like opens its mouth and just eats the bullets. That's it.
This one is going to be firing at Peanut. And you see the bullets like hitting against Peanut's side and just kind of ricocheting off into various directions. Peanut is going to cast Draining Strike and Metal Spines with his passive action, and then using preparation action his movement action on her. And then,
Don't forget to heal.
oh true, how much?
1d12.
Nice.
That's both myth and HP.
That is really useful for Peanut. She's got like 40 myth. Like total.
Yep.
Okay, so how much are we gaining?
One.
Yeah, at the start of your turn, you'll roll a d12.
Okay.
And Peanut is going to power attack Spear Chomp, this guy right in front of her. So let's see, that is Chain. And he is going to attempt to dodge. He does not. So you see Peanut, it's a bit like if you've ever seen like a lizard hunting, where the tongue just lashes out and grabs onto this guy and pulls him in, and then just with like almost a clap, he's crushed between her hands. And let me see how much damage that is.
Hopefully it's enough.
It's definitely enough. Yeah, that brings him down to negative 51. So that's gets the myth for that, and then Alright, so up next is Alistair while I'm doing this math.
Okay. Okay, so preparation action, and Alistair slits his wrist, and you see blood drip down from his wrist, and it's like his shadow just kind of like eats it up. And pretty much Helsing style, you see like all these eyeballs and teeth start to appear in his shadow. And then he is going to use another passive action to prep a counter. And then you see this maw open up, and I am going to attack the guy closest to me. The one who attacked, the one that the one that hit himself with the reflect.
Alright.
So let's finish him off.
Okay, let's save that for later use. And
And what kind of attack is this, ranged or melee?
It's actually kind of a hybrid. It has no advantages or disadvantages one way or another. You can block it or you can dodge from it. It's an elemental manipulation attack.
Right, in that case, he's going to try and block with his hammer. 24 to block.
Okay. Give me a second to calculate my upkeep. Okay. That's a 38 to hit. Okay, and the amount of damage. Shoot. Math. It's
Dexterous is
10,
math.
20, 28. Need to pull up a second calculator.
Oh, I feel it.
yeah,
Who
it's
designed this
one of those
game?
things. I don't know who did design this game, Cody.
All this stupid math. Who does this shit for fun? Alright. 36 plus 28. Yeah, okay. So my calculations are correct. That's 74 damage.
Oof. So he
Ouch.
takes 61 damage and is erased from existence.
Yeah, okay. So like this maw just like opens up and like hundreds of like clawed hands for his tongue just like whip out and just like tear this guy limb from limb and stack it into the mouth, and it just chomps shut and like disappears into Alistair's shadow. Delicious. Dabs his lips.
Dabs.
If he just straight up dabs, I swear Dark Edge is probably just going to punch him. Just
It is Lily's turn.
okay.
Don't forget to heal.
Yep, D12.
Oh,
Come right
Wait,
up.
I need to do the heal too.
Oh, don't you
Oh,
have
that
to
doesn't
Demon Gene?
that doesn't help me much.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Or, Cody.
That helps Alistair even less.
Doesn't Alistair have the Demon Gene?
Does, but I want the myth.
Oh, yeah, true.
Also, I haven't taken any damage, so there's nothing to heal yet.
Okay.
Anyway,
So, this fucker that's right in front of me.
Which one?
I guess it'd be, well, not both of them. It'd
Oh.
only be one of them.
Either one
Well-
works. They're both the same quality lies.
Yeah, this is interesting. I can go one of two ways with this.
These peons all look the same to me.
Okay then, you. And I need to see here real quick. This isn't an effect. I just need to see what the range is here that I have. Oh, good. I got plenty of them. Because I need to regain blood points so fucking badly. that I'm going to go ahead and waste a turn, a complete action, and I'm going to go ahead and use blood magic. So how many... Okay, so how many injured characters are within that circle?
Does dead count?
Dead is completely different.
Alright, injured characters, you have Dark Edge and Peanut.
Well, I'm not targeting them with this.
Everybody else is fresh or dead.
Okay, so all the dead characters, give me a count for them.
You got 4 dead.
4 dead?
Including
5
the
dead?
Dead people from earlier.
Good, I get 20 BP from that. Just... That pretty much almost fully restores me. Yay!
Like a pouch of Sunny D.
Yes, that's a complete action though, so I can't do much else. Well, can I do a complete and a passive, or is it just complete?
Oh, you can do complete and a passive in the same turn.
Okay, in that case, my passive, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use 4 of that BP to summon my blood metal weapon, which is going to be my blood metal medium blade, or I guess it'd be a short sword in this case. Just, you guys probably would see her hold out the hand that has the rose in it as the petals start to tinge a bit of red as you see like blood start seeping from the corpses and coming towards her to replenish her, before she very quickly shifts the rose back to tuck behind her ear as a hilt begins to form from the blood that's kind of left over, I guess, and it just kind of forms into the short sword in her hand as she twirls it around and looks up at the guy. It's just like, you really want to fight me? She flashes her fangs up at him. Bring it on, honey.
And up next, the boss is going to spend a passive action to switch his weapon into a pair of the the pistol knives.
Oh.
Kind of spins up on his hands. And then he's going to move down towards Alistair. And he's
Oh,
going
he's right there.
to make
Nice.
a multi-weapon assassin strike.
Oh.
So Alistair's just kind of got like his fingernail like to his lips, like All right. See if I can beat that. I'm gonna pop my counter.
Alright, popping a fake counter.
Oh no, not a fake counter, like just a regular counter.
Oh.
The one that I prepped with.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Yeah. Yeah, so you see 7 mirrors just line themselves up in front of this guy as he's coming to hit me. And that's a 41 to defend. So he hits, like, his reflection hits him.
Alright, so using the reflection thing again?
Yeah.
Let me see. So that is again a pretty heavy hit. He is still very much up and kicking, but you can see in the confusion just like bullet holes and slashes appearing on his side, all over him.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
Seems like you're already enjoying this a bit too much.
Oh, you've got to savor the little niceties in life now, don't you? And for me, I just love the color red, especially when it's running out of little holes all over his body.
Alright, it's Dark Edge's turn.
Alright, so Dark Edge is
1, creep the fuck out.
Naturally.
trying to decide whether to keep playing or to switch tactics. I think this time he'll just keep playing. Still a complete action.
Alright.
So
More of that sweet, sweet myth, baby.
Up next are the baddies. The two hammer guys are going to go against Lily.
Okay.
Still both, taking the challenge and swinging at it. They are going to pop Cyber Strike. And
What does that mean?
You can see their weapons kind of just start to glow with almost this like mechanical energy, as little bits and pieces are just being added to them as they are fighting. Little
Oh, boy.
improvements made there.
That's going to be interesting.
One of those is going to use a complete action to try and make a stun attack. The other one is just going to make a regular attack.
Okay.
So
Wait,
this is
just-
the stun attack
Okay.
and the regular attack.
I'm good. And that one hits!
That one hits.
Done. Okay. So, yeah, I'm imagining she's glancing between the two attacks and she notices the one just looking a little bit worse for her than the other, so she just pretty much puts up the shield more against that and just be like, fuck off, you!
And that is 40 damage.
40 damage? Okay. I gotta do my math here.
The two knives people are going to move in, one at Peanut, one at Dark Edge. And they are going to do their sit combo, Assassin Strike. And they are also going to pop Cyber Strike.
Okay, ouch! That hurt a good bit.
So
So-
this one is against Dark Edge. Peanut. Oh, go ahead, what were you saying?
So, I know who I'm aiming for next, and these fuckers are going to regret that deeply.
So first attack was against Dark Edge, which hits. This is armor piercing, and it does, let's see, 46 damage.
Hmm.
The second one is going against Peanut, who's going to try and block. It does not work. And you can actually see this one cut into Peanut, like actually dealing some damage. That is 13 damage. But he also, as he does this, there's a little panel opens up on the side of one of Peanut's hands, and a large spike shoots out towards him. As he takes damage from Metal Spines, which is 2 plus strength. 35 damage.
Alright.
Alright, and this guy's looking worse for wear, still up, but Peanut is looking a lot better than before. Well, a little bit better than before.
I was gonna say, I hope he looks more than, a little better, because fucking hell.
Spear throwers are going to take position. One of these is going against each of you. So starting with Dark Edge on the right.
I'm already negative.
Oh, you're already in the negative?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so 2 against Alistair, 1 against Lily.
Okay. This is gonna be interesting.
Wait. You're like already in the negative like health?
Mm-hmm.
Ouch, you are
Oh
down.
crap.
Oh, shit.
Alright, so this is gonna be interesting. So these guys, it's gonna be dodge rolls, correct?
I'm sorry, say that one more time?
It's gonna be dodge rolls, correct?
Yep, they are ranged attacks. First 2 against Alistair, and then 1 against Lily.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my life saving roll real quick. I failed the life saving roll,
Oh,
Oh.
so I'm gone.
Well. That happened very quickly.
Yeah, that happened a lot quicker than I thought it would.
That did. What the fuck?
Fuck. I'm very sorry, man.
I was focusing on boosting the party rather than defending myself, so.
Yeah, the rest of us, I think, had more selfish builds. Okay. All right. So, which of these are aimed at me? Like the first two?
First two aimed at you, so
The
23 and the 19, and the second 19
Okay.
is at Lily, which
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
need to not
I-
roll. Well, actually, no. Like I'm a jackalopian. There's literally no way that I can fail those. Okay.
Up next is Peanut, who is going to take a bite out of this knives guy, or at least try to. Going to do the spear chomp again. Spear chomp power attack. Against dodge of... And it definitely moves out of the way as this, like, big thick tongue just smacks into the dirt beside him. Just landing between him and Dark Edge. And whoop, comes right back in. Up next is Alistair.
All right. I guess Alistair is going to go ahead and attack the main guy. Do anything else? Yeah, okay, I'm going to before I do that, let's see, it's minus 11 for maintenance, and then minus another 10. You see his black tux suddenly goes gold in color as he casts Divine Mantle on himself. And then you just see like a bunch of spider legs rise up from his shadow as he goes to attack the main guy. And that is going to be 37 to hit.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't see him getting out of this, but I will try.
Unless he rolls a nat 20.
Alright, he's going to try and dodge that. And he will not.
It is he does have the option to block it. He doesn't have to try to dodge.
It's the same modifier in this case.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 74 damage.
You're just as terrifying as the kid.
Oh, I am probably much more terrifying than the kid. Like I was planning on going against Steven's abomination, and so I'm like, I got a power build with everything I got, so that's what I did.
Fair.
No kidding.
And you can see the boss he falls down to a single knee, but he is still alive and kicking. Up next.
Well, let's
Yes. Struggle. Keep trying.
Up next is Lily.
Let's change that then. I'm going to go ahead. I have plenty of options here. But I feel like this might need something a bit more personal. Because despite how I would love to try and mark these guys and make them implode from the inside out, this sounds a bit better, honestly. So I'm going to go ahead and use my vampire bite on the main guy.
Alright. Make your attack.
Chompy, chompy, chompy.
And this is a block.
Damn, he blocked it by 1.
So how are you going down for this attack?
She's probably going to side glance at him, just noticing him falling to a knee, and she'll just kind of flash her teeth and grin before she basically... It's almost like a blink of an eye, but she's going to try and lunge and basically latch onto his neck.
You see, it's almost like a glint in his eyes as he raises up one of these daggers and, like, blocks your teeth with the blade of it. And it's, like, not as painful as, like, you'd imagine because of just the quality of vampire teeth.
And then she just kind of hisses in defiance. She's like...
And then it is his turn, and he's going to spend a passive action to cast Cyber Strike. And he's going to make an attack at Lily with his pistols. It's going to be a focus attack. Can anybody hear me right now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you.
I'm just wondering what's up with Alexa.
Yeah, same. I was thinking like maybe something was wrong with that.
I'll get her figured out here in a
Because the
second.
bard died, that's why.
I mean, fair point. Let me see here. I'm gonna get her to leave and come back and see if I can get this figured out.
Yep. And that is a 36 to hit you.
She gone?
Who?
Alexa, quit being a bitch.
Alright, I will pull that up in a separate music up in a separate tab. Could you please roll your block?
Wait, what?
Could you roll your defense?
Oh, me? Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I was just yammering on and my Alexa reacted when I said Alexa quit being a bitch. She turned on this, she went boo-doo. Like she shut off. Okay, so he's swinging melee at me?
Yep.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Alright, eyes go to the defender. How do you like to dodge this?
Okay, so what is he coming at me with again?
He's coming at you with a pair of pistols with this attached blades to them.
I just imagine she summons her magic shield, but instead of it being like the solid bit like it normally is, she just kind of forces her hands in a way that kind of breaks into two, and she just kind of pushes the blades off to the sides, like in a V for victory, so that way they shoot off into the air. She's like, nope, fuck off.
And then up next is Dark Edge, who's unfortunately no longer with us. And then it is the hammer guys who'll go next. So you get one of the knife guys coming at you. You get two of the hammer guys coming at you, Alistair. Two of the hammer guys coming at Lily, and the other knife guy coming at Peanut to start out with. So it's gonna be an assassin strike. Okay.
If I I forgot to mention this during my last turn, but is it alright if I have a counter prepped?
Yep.
Okay. I'm not gonna use it yet, but this is my first defense. And then my second defense.
Alright. So we'll say one of these spear people is hugging a spear at you too.
Is that 3 attacks total?
Just 2 against you so far.
Okay.
Next two are hammers against Lily.
Okay.
One again is going to go for the stun attack. One is going to go for the regular attack.
Okay. So there's against one.
Alright.
And I'm good. Again, just dual wielding the shield. Fuck off! I'm about tired of you two. Fuck off!
The knives guy is going to back up and start firing at Peanut again because that hurt last time. And check the damage on this.
Oh, that reminds me, I disabled that aura.
Peanut's gonna let it happen because at this point it can't hurt him or hurt her. So more bullets are pinging off of her. And the last two spear guys, one's gonna go for actually, both are gonna go for Alistair.
Bring it on.
Alright, both of those are misses.
Alright.
Peanut is going to go for this knife guy in front of you. The one who dodged her last time.
Alright.
So 17 for the spear chomp power attack. Or plus 17. And then 2 dodge. Wow. Really not really effective again.
Peanut's having a hard day.
Especially against this specific guy for some reason. But it is Alistair, as that tongue is also dodged.
Alright, so as this tongue is just like flicking over Alistair, he's like, don't worry. I'll make sure he doesn't get away from you next time. And I'm gonna attack the guy who has been dodging her tongue. Yeah, okay.
Alright.
35 to hit.
Alright, that is a hit.
Okay, so I want to leave him with 1 HP, and I just want to chop off his arms and legs and leave him as just this this little worm of a person, so that Peanut can slurp him up next turn.
Alright, he is a stump.
He is a stumpy.
So then up next is...
Oh wait, nope.
Go ahead.
I haven't. I got a few more things I want to do with my turn. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
So you see his shadow rise up his leg and just eat the glowing aura from his divine mantle, and now he's got this edgy cloak with like all these eyeballs and stuff. Like his suit's kind of turned into like this edgy trench coat of shadow. And then I'm going to use my last passive action to prep a counter.
Alright.
And that's it.
Yep, up next is
Okay.
Lily.
This is going to be interesting. If this actually succeeds. So she's going to go ahead and back up a wee bit. And then I just want to make sure. Yeah, that works. Yep, that works. Okay. And she's going to go ahead and she's going to use Blood Drain with Burst Strike.
And what will that do?
Burst Strike basically makes her blood drain. It has a range of 20 and it's a cone effect.
Range of 20 feet, cone effect.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, it will catch one of the spear throwers as well.
Alright. All four of them have to basically roll against this attack that I'm about to do. That's not the best, but it's not the worst. All four of them failed. They all four take 24 blood damage.
I'm not sure why I rolled 5 times, but it's alright. And is that taken down by protection score?
What ability are you using?
It's blood drain. It's just boosted by burst strike. It does not look like it's. Oh yeah, it's not 24. It's I forgot. I
Does
get
it
plus
say
8.
life loss?
Yeah, there's life loss involved with it, but it's not
Okay.
24. It is 20. No, it's 32 because she gets plus 8 from the force strike.
So that is.
And let me know if there's any life loss caused by that.
There is life loss caused by that for everybody.
Okay, how much total?
Alright, let me. So. Total is 66
66. Holy shit!
among all of them.
My blood pool's backed up, baby.
Alright. And is that your turn?
That was a normal action. That cost me 3 miss, so let me take that out of the equation. And they're all marked, right?
I believe so. Is that blood damage?
Yeah. That was blood damage, so.
Yep, they all have 1 blood mark on them.
Okay. That's gonna be it for right now, because I can't do my next thing until next turn, so I'm just gonna go ahead and this be the point I can do like a counter thing.
Like prep a counter?
Yeah.
Yep. Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Up next, the boss is going to... Actually, no, he's not going to move forward. He doesn't need to. He's going to... However... change his weapon out for a rapid-fire spear and make a charge attack at you. So actually, yeah, he will move forward at the end of the day.
At me?
Yep.
Oh, come here, honey. And this is basically melee, correct?
Yep.
Okay, just want to make sure.
You're good.
He's only dealing with a plus 11.
Some of these combos are better than others. Actually, sorry, that should be plus 13 because of weapon specialist. So 28 to dodge.
Okay.
Is the boss man?
Yeah.
Boss man sucks.
Well, these are just normal folks.
As far as you can see, they aren't like spectacular. They are just more
Oh,
normal guys
that's gonna hurt.
who've risen up. So that is 28 twice.
28 twice.
Oh, sorry, not. I forgot to add on the 1 bonus. 33 twice. Subtracting your protection score from it.
Yep. Just making sure I'm good there. Alright, I'll calculate my health here in a second. I just want to make sure everything else is okay.
Alright. And then Alistair is going to start to get a little bit surrounded.
Oh boy, that's not good. Woohoo, that's not good.
What exactly do you think you can do?
And each of the baddies is going to make an attack against him. Except for the one that has no arms and legs, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I almost forgot that he had no arms and legs for a second there. So that is...
Wanted to serve up a scrumptious mealworm to my pet Peanut.
Ow, Ouch,
I
that hurt.
should be more concerned than I am about the way you say that. So that's a miss.
One's a miss too.
Gotcha.
Okay,
What about the second attack?
It's gonna hurt.
I already rolled for that one, didn't
There's a third.
Alright, yep. Understandably. And then the last 3 are coming at you. Alright.
Did any of those hit?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Peanut is gonna come next and eat her tasty morsel. I'm just not gonna roll dodge for it because he can't.
As I was to say, he's stumpy. He can't dodge. He can only flail.
You see the tongue come down and just slap onto his chest, and mercifully, the tongue impact does kill him because he's pulled straight back into the maw.
So I reach out to Peanut with like a shadow tendril, and I'm just sort of like pat her like, "Did you enjoy your snack?"
I swear she's going to drive me to the ground if you keep talking to her like that.
You kind of see her snapping at the tendril. She's still agitated from eating. Oh, and also as a passive action, she's going to pop Greater Body
Oh lord.
to boost up her dexterity for now.
Oh boy, at least she's not raging yet.
Not yet. Hopefully never.
Maybe.
There aren't any machines here.
Hopefully never.
Alright. Up next is Alistair.
Okay. Is Boss Man down yet?
Not yet.
Not yet,
Working
but
on it.
He is. You can basically see like his legs are shaking. He is not happy.
Don't kill them
All
yet.
right. So I'm going to blink slowly, and like as I open up my eyes, you can see like they're just solid red, and like I'm just like, it's time to finish this. And like you just see like all of these tentacles topped with these clawed hands rise up from around him. And yeah, let's that's a 34 to hit.
And are you attacking the boss?
I'm attacking Boss Man.
Alright, boss man is going to try and block. He does not.
Okay. So that's 74 damage. Is that enough to kill him?
Yes. So he raises up this this staff, and the shadows just hit it and kind of fold around it to get to him.
All right, so I am just gonna carve him up. But like I am going to leave him like just barely alive. So I'm gonna deal non-lethal. But like yeah, I want him to be as carved up as possible and still technically breathing.
Oh, this is going to be fun then, because I'm about to rain on your parade.
In that case, you deal 4 damage.
Ouch.
Okay.
Okay, so my turn?
Yes.
Okay, this is going to be fun, because complete action. Blood implosion. Give me all your health. That is going to be 1d20 plus intelligence, which I did boost earlier. That's 20 from all of them.
Alright. You can kind of see,
1, 2, 3, 4.
as you summon these, especially out of the guys back here, they're still alive, but you can kind of see like where, just out of their calves and like their arms and their chest, like these red metal spikes suddenly just explode out of the skin. And for this boss especially, like he's on his knees, completely carved up, and just his whole body just kind of explodes into these spikes, like a
Yeah,
pinfish.
and all the blood that kind of explodes out it seems to solidify and starts slithering towards Lily, and it kind of disappears under her dress pretty much, but Alistair especially is likely able to see her wounds that she's taken from these guys, like, very quickly healing as a result of these implosions.
Hmm.
Well, well, well.
Interesting.
Up next,
Tell us,
Sophie,
Jedi, you sweetheart.
you can kind of see.
My dear, you are quite the delight.
Who's next?
The spear throwers are determined to not be next, as you can kind of see them turn tail and start to run.
Oh no! No, 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 no. We can't have that.
No, we can't.
And meanwhile, the other spear thrower will actually be charging in.
We've got one brave one.
Letting out this like roar, like this champion roar, as she comes in with this spear.
I imagine Lily glances at Alistair. She's like, "You take care of the rest of them. I can handle the stragglers."
You've got it, darling. And this person's attacking me?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I guess, because I might as well, I'm gonna, I've used up so much myth. Yeah, why not? This is pretty much gonna be his last move for the day.
I was about to say, whatever you can't kill, I'm pretty sure Lily will be able to take care of it. Or Peanut.
Okay. It's 36. You're not really fighting against me. You're fighting against yourself. And that's reroll Jackalopian. Yeah, 39.
Alright. And let me see that damage. Oof. It is not a whole lot of damage after the armor, but you see the just this mirror image of the spear come up and like brace against her cavalry charge or her foot charge. And then up next is going to be the guy with this pair of knives, who will be doing his assassin strike on you.
Okay. It's like fighting children. Oh, wait! It is!
This guy with the hammer is going to come up and attack Lily. The other one is going to go for Alistair. So we'll start
Okay.
with Alistair and then Lily. So first one against Alistair, second one against Lily.
Okay, you roll first. We good. You get a magic shield. Ping! Fuck off.
Ping. And then Peanut is going to try and slurp up one of the stragglers. 50 feet, that is within, I'm going to use extending limbs for that. So I can reach all the way over there. That's 2 offense. Alright, you see one of these stragglers just gets hit in the back and then dragged through the dirt back to Peanut. Whereas the other straggler turns around to look for a second, but watches the teeth come down around his companion.
This is so brutal.
Yes, it is.
Like all of these guys are dying in just the most awful ways. Uh,
Oh,
okay,
you're
is it
not
my
even taking
turn?
mercy.
Yep.
All right.
Alright, Alistair, show me what you can do.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 160 feet. How many spaces is that? It's 32.
160?
Oh yeah, there's no.
That's
Yeah,
way off the
160.
map.
Should be 32 spaces, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah,
It's well off the map.
Yeah, I just blitz over to him, and like my cloak with like its eyeballs and stuff just like spreads out, and you can just see these two giant maws, like they look like something like a hybrid between bunnies and wolves, just like open up their mouths and yeah, just chomp down on this guy. And it's a 37 to hit.
Yep. I think he is trying to block.
$74 damage.
Yeah, he got dead.
Alright, yeah. Like the maws, like just like each one, like the first one grabs him by his top half, the second one chomps down on his lower half, and they just pull him apart.
And there's this, like, for everybody else, there's this loud just scream coming as Alistair disappears and reappears next to this poor unfortunate soul.
Oh. Looks like you left me high and dry.
And next is Lily.
Oh, I got 4 more motherfuckers left. Well, let's make this interesting. I'm gonna go ahead, even though I wanted to save this for later. Now seems to be the best time, otherwise I'm gonna get gangbanged. Seal of holding. I can place up to 5, but I'm going to go ahead and just place 4 under each of these remaining assholes.
You can't place them underneath of them.
Really?
You have to be on unoccupied spaces.
Oh, okay. In that case,
Otherwise, traps would be way overpowered.
I'm going to back up. If you really want to come for me, let's make it a challenge. And I can use additional myth. Yeah, I'll use 3 additional myth, make it 10, so I can just surround myself with seals.
Yep.
So I'll go ahead and take away that 10.
Is that your turn?
That's gonna be her turn as she shifts her focus to the rest of them that probably were just eyeing her a minute ago, and now it's just like, anyone want to step forward? Trust me, it's going to be worse for you than it will be for me.
Yep. And then, so the spear thrower is going to throw a spear.
Okay. Those will probably end up hurting, but... yeah, this is gonna hurt.
The spear is 22 twice.
Okay.
Up next is going to be the knife guy, or, well, the pistol guy, who's going to be shooting at you.
Alright.
Those seals aren't really helping very much, are they?
Well, it's mostly for the hammer guys. They can do quite a bit more damage to me up close.
And then the hammer guys are going to Well, they've got the cannon hammers. They're gonna shoot the cannon part.
Alright, hold on 1 second. Okay, that's a smooth dodge. I'm good there. Nat dodge. And dodge.
Alright.
So the one hits me, so Lily eventually gets into the rhythm of just fuck off, fuck off. I'll still get your ass back here.
And
Don't worry, darling. I have utmost faith in you.
And that hammer guy right there, I forgot to add the bonus from. What was it? Fuck. I'm trying to find the spell for Peanut. Greater body, there it is. +3.
Well, see that nat 20, I could probably say that she matrixed under one of the cannon shots.
Come on, Peanut.
And you see this guy right here, like, it's more or less like he's there one moment, and then the next moment there's a monkey fist there with a red splatter underneath it.
Thank you, Peanut. At least somebody cares.
I care, darling. I care so much that I want to allow you to be a strong, independent woman who can kill her own bad guys.
Well, a little bit of help would be useful.
I'm on my way.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to blitz right over next to this remaining guy. I wanna kill one of the. Actually, where's Was there a hammer guy remaining?
Yep, he's right
There's
there.
one
You're
left.
right next to him.
Okay, all right,
He's not looking
perfect.
great. He's kind of got like a blood metal spike pinned through his calf into the ground.
Okay. Threw his calf into the ground. Okay. So go ahead and go for that attack. There's a 40 to hit.
Oof.
I don't think he's going to dodge or block it, but I'm gonna try. No, he does not.
All right, so I'm gonna take the so a tendril comes out with a hand on it. I'm gonna take the spike out of it and I'm gonna jam it into his neck.
Ooh. And you can, I mean, genuinely just watching the life pour out of him on the ground.
It never gets old.
Up next is Lily.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. But those two over there, since I do not want to get close to them, they don't want to get close to me, I'm going to go ahead and do... Let me see here. I just want to double check if I'm using this correctly. Should be right here at the top. Yes, it is. Okay, so yeah, this would work. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and, again, it's going to be first strike for blood metal shot.
Alright,
So it's going to be just enough to hit the two of them.
gotcha. They are each going to dodge. And neither of them do.
Okay, that's going to be 24 blood damage 3 times to both of them.
Oh, fuck. So that is a total of 33 life loss, and this guy right here, the knife guy, he will go down. As he's just riddled with these tiny little, like,
Yeah.
almost blood needles.
Again, I imagine it's Lily pulls out the rose, and instead of using the petals to focus it, she kind of holds out the thorn stem, and just from the thorns, just fire out these little blood beads, just in a barrage of like bullet hell.
And this last spear guy, or last spear girl, she falls down to her knees, and she takes a moment and looks over the battlefield. She can see all of her fallen companions. All of the people she, used to know, grew up with. And she pushes back off the ground to her feet, just unsteady on her feet, as she readies her spear for one more throw.
Well, you're a antsy little one. Cute.
Who's she throwing at?
Lily.
Oh, you're adorable. Oh, you're adorable! I imagine she throws it in, instead of just dodging it and let it land, I imagine Lily dodges it in a way and she brings her hand up to catch it.
And as you catch it, you see the spear thrower just slowly fall down onto her hands and knees, just accepting what's about to happen and hoping it will be quick.
I imagine Lily turns to Peanut and she's like, Peanut! Dinner time!
And
Oh my gosh. I feel so bad for these imaginary characters.
it hits. It's just not dodgy. And you just see, like, the last moments of this character is just a tongue slatching onto him and yanking them into Peanut's mouth, where they are then, like, Peanut just grabs, like, the front half of them in there and then rips the back half out through the teeth. And
Just Attack on Titans, that shit.
Pretty much. Well, that takes care of them, but... And she kind of glances over at Dark Edge. Unfortunately, we did lose one of our own in the process. Damn it.
It is really quite sad. I was looking forward to having a bard as part of my new family. Oh, well. Maybe we can revive him. We could bring him to, maybe a particularly powerful resurrector. We've got, what would you say? 3 days. 3 days, and we could bring him back.
I mean, we could be able to move quickly enough, if you know where this
I mean,
powerful
I
resurrection
have an
is.
associate. He happens to have taken over a werewolf colony who could probably bring him back. Because, I mean, music livens things up.
How far is he and how quickly can we get to this colony?
So I'm gonna tell her about Victor.
oh, Papa.
Yes.
And Peanut will actually sign out Papa. Or, well, Dad, like the thumb to the chin.
Lily just looks like,
Oh!
wait a minute, what?
Oh, you're that Peanut! Oh, he never talks about you. Yes, we're going to take him to Victor. And let's bring him back to life. He seemed like a fun guy. But before we go, I did expend a lot of resources, and I am starving. And,
There's genuine
I'm just
sadness in
gonna-
Peanut's eyes.
I imagine Lily will turn to Peanut. She's like, settle down. We'll take care of this later. Okay, Peanut?
I'm going to walk up to one of the corpses and start muttering something, and like you see their soul just like gather in a sphere, and I'm just gonna like pop it in my mouth and yeah, I've had better, but I've had worse. And then I'm just like gonna go from person to person and systematically devour all of their souls so that I can regain all the myth that I just spent.
Meanwhile, Lily's sitting here with pretty much filled health, filled BP. Myth is looking a bit low, but she can regain that whenever.
Peanut is back up to like full from eating people. Just starting the fight.
I never took damage. I just lost a ton of myth.
Yeah. Well, and if you're done sampling the souls, we need to get Dark Edge to this Victor fellow immediately. So, she walks over and, because I imagine she's wearing like a sort of a cloak the entire time, she pulls her cloak off and just kind of wraps around Dark Edge's body and picks him up, and it's just like, okay, Peanut, could you grab the child? We need to get moving now.
And Peanut will.
What has Oz been doing this whole time?
I'm not sure.
Probably passed out in the corner considering all the stuff that they did that last battle.
That is fair. They did take some hard hits last battle.
Yeah, so probably passed out from the damage and is currently recuperating in the corner. I imagine the Oni probably carried him off to a corner just to make sure he didn't get hurt.
No. Oni left him there. He can
Oni
find his
doesn't
own
care.
way to the cover. Yeah, exactly. If you're too weak to, not pass out, then, you deserve what happens. Don't take that out of context.
Right. Well, anyway, so
Too late.
Peanut goes over and gets the kid.
By the way, good sir, did we make the cut? Are we in? Just to the Oni.
You can kind of see the Oni, I would say looking at you, but he has a blindfold on. But just looking in your general direction, I'll talk to Zero about it.
Oh, excellent. Which, by the way, I have some information for you that you might find valuable. And he slips him a little piece of paper, like, go show that to Volusia. Tell her that my campus is open to her and to anyone else she wishes to bring along.
And
Oh, that's the invite, isn't it?
he takes the paper, and his immediate thought is, what am I supposed to do with this? I'm blind.
Oh, and here's one for you too. He hands you another piece of paper, but this one's in Braille.
God damn it, I love Alistair now.
And he will, you can see him, running his finger along the paper for a
Like,
little while.
as you're running your finger across it, you can tell, I took my fingernails and just, punched little holes in the paper in order to make the Braille effect.
Very well. And he will slip the papers inside of his kimono. Now, get out of my dojo. I've got
Yes,
things
sir.
to deal with.
Yes, sir. Alright, you all, let's get moving.
Sounded a little rude.
Come along now, you. What's your name again?
Alistair, the White Rabbit. He pulls off his hat. You see a set of bunny ears and antlers, and he does a very, very suave bow.
Well then. You certainly do live up to your name.
Well, yes, because I'm white, and I'm also a rabbit.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I also have a nasty habit of being late. He pulls out a pocket watch and checks it.
Obviously.
Oh,
But hopefully now that you're with us, you can at least be on time to everything at this point.
hopefully you'll keep me in check.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard. But just so you're aware, you can refer to me as Lily. Only as Lily, as long as we are in public, and you see her just you almost see her kind of waver a little bit as, you feel what seems like a spell is kind of diminishing, and you see her very quickly shift, Dark Edge's body in her hands as she flashes with the rose again, and she seems to refresh. Okay, that's better. We can go now.
Okay. I would like to make an intelligence check to see if I can like figure out what that was all about. To see what
Go
was
ahead.
going on. Is that okay, GM?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess put that against either dexterity, intelligence, or will for Lily, whichever's highest.
It'd be her will.
Alright. So I will
Not good
let
enough.
Haley describe the gist of what he gets.
Okay, so what you understand from watching her do this, that you definitely do. He probably would recognize the spell if he's familiar at all with the. I believe this comes from the Hypnomancy school. Yeah, it's Hypnomancy. Is he familiar
Yeah.
with that school?
He well, okay, like he's got an intelligence of 16, and
Okay.
he's like he runs a school of magic. So
Alright.
like he's the headmaster for the University of Vampires Northwestern.
Alright.
So he would be familiar with it.
Yeah, he recognizes spell as false identity.
Hmm. Interesting. So she doesn't look any different than she looked before?
Nope. So again, you probably would see and feel a little bit of a waver, which probably would have been the spell almost coming to an end, but seems like she refreshed it.
Interesting. Okay. So I would like to spend one of my luck counters. Like I want to go for a story manipulation. If that is possible. I would like to just say that I brought like a limo with me to take everybody to to take everybody to Victor.
Alright. And
That approved?
sure, yeah. I was about to like consider how we were gonna get you there.
Okay.
I mean,
So we got a ride?
There's still the problem of how you're gonna fit the 20-foot ape in there.
Oh, it has a Okay, actually, okay. I've got it. Okay, all right. So it's not a limo. The reason why I was running behind is because I was riding shotgun with the guy who was towing my next mansion to its new location, and I kind of, slipped and oops, I ate him. And so I had to drive the thing and figure out how to drive it. And so we can just like kind of scoot the mansion off and put Peanut on the back instead.
It's between that or me showing off her most horrific feature.
Oh, she has a horrific, okay, wait. I want to see this feature.
So, over the next 10 minutes, you see, like, as, like, you're walking there, you see Peanut just, like, well, it's little bits of twitches and stuff as you kind of see the, augmentations start to almost recess in. It's definitely a magical process by which this is happening. But over the next 10 minutes, you see her slowly taking the form of that last brave soul that she ate. Until the point that she just is a copy of them. With grave form.
Oh. Oh, wow. You are quite terrifying.
I know, right?
And you see her, because she still can't speak, just signing out. Thank you, Papa made me good.
Indeed he did. Now get the hell in the car. We need to get moving.
Interesting choice of words, but sure.
And Peanut will climb in the car with the rest of them.
Alright, onwards and outwards. Whee!
Onwards and outwards, and that's where we will wrap up this session.
Indeed we will. So, we hope you guys enjoyed tonight's session of Operation Cold-Blooded Assault, sorry. And hopefully
That's
next
my bad.
time, hopefully next time we will be able to get a little bit more interesting things going on when we have the entirety of the party here.
Yep.
And hopefully we can get Dark Edge back.
Yep. Hopefully.
So long as Alistair speeds pedal to the metal.
Alright.
But until
You
next
could probably
time,
run him there and make it.
maybe. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, live on, play strong, and roll out. We will see you next time. Good night.
Goodbye.
Night.
Bye.